President Biden has a major problem on his hands, and according to reports, the Biden administration does not know how to deal with it yet. Now, this is going to impact you. It's going to impact every single person here in the United States, and I want to address what is going on, because what we are now seeing is the Biden administration wants to wait. They want to wait and see what happens around the world and within the United States before they make any moves. Now, in just a second, I'm going to explain exactly what's happening. All I ask is if you can do one thing, it takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So here's what's going on. According to reports, we are now hearing that people within the White House are concerned that President Biden is alienating certain groups of people. And they're saying that this cannot end well. Now, what are they talking about? Well, here's what's happening. President Biden at this time, he's trying to address all those that promise that he was going to forgive all student loan debt. He's trying to do as much as he can while he can. Well, by doing so, he is fulfilling a promise that he made when he was running for president. But he's also alienating people that did not go to college or have paid off their student loans. And now we are seeing that, if you just didn't pay off your student loans, there's a chance you could have got some of that money forgiven. Okay. So that's one thing. President Biden is also fighting to increase taxes. He wants to tax those that are making over $400,000 per year. He wants to tax large corporations. He wants to tax businesses. He wants to ensure that everybody is paying their fair share in taxes. But at the same time, according to experts, what we are now hearing is that taxing businesses, especially since the younger generations are more likely to start working for themselves now, that's not a good move. They're saying President Biden cannot fight for things like that, especially right now. They need to wait and see who is going to vote for him. And then, and only then, they will know how to push forward. They will know what legislation to move forward with. Is it something for Social Security? Is it something for parents and children? Is it something for people that still have student loan debt? Is it something for first-time home buyers that are looking to buy? What can the Biden administration do to pretty much get that little edge over the Republican Party? That's what we're seeing at this time. But it doesn't stop there. It says that the younger generations also want this border crisis fixed. They do not want to continue to hear about a border crisis over the next year. But, and I want to be very clear here, it doesn't matter if it's President Biden or if it's somebody else in charge of the White House. Okay? There is going to be a delay. Now, yes, former President Donald Trump could come in and he could probably shut down the border instantly. And that would secure things up a little bit. But there's also many people and people that are already on the United States terrorist watch list that are here inside the United States. So, are we safer if we close down the border? Maybe. But at the same time, there are still threats here on U.S. soil. Now, here's what we know. What we knew last year, last year in 2022, is that Gen Z voted at the highest rate than previous generations in their first midterm election. Okay? That's big. Because now what we're seeing is that Gen Z, millennials, right? We still got the baby boomers, don't forget. But we have all these different generations that the Biden administration has to look at and determine which one can he pretty much craft a bill around. Create legislation that would benefit them, that he could stand behind, that would get them to vote for him. That's what they're looking at. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because President Biden, according to reports, is not going to stop until he figures out what the American people want. At this time, according to many, and myself included, I don't think he understands. And it's not because, other stuff that he's doing. It's because he has talked about all these other priorities and funding other countries when there's issues right here at home. We still have an economic issue. And President Biden came out and talked about Bidenomics and how we are seeing inflation. It's the lowest it has been in the past year. Great. It's still higher than what it was when the former President Donald Trump was in office. Okay? That's a problem. Prices of goods, services are so expensive. That's the problem. That's where I have an issue. But the reason I bring this up is because the Biden administration is going to alienate certain groups. They're going to just pretty much forget about you because you are not seen as a voter for him or for Democrats. So be prepared for that. I know it's something that's somewhat troubling, but it is what's going to happen. So just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time. I know a lot of people are wondering, is there going to be something for them in the next bill? And when is the next bill coming? Well, at this time, there will be something for everybody in the next bill. But does that bill pass? My expectation is absolutely not. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but that is what we know at this time. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.